Hi guys. So guys, today we're gonna make a delicious at-home Chipotle spread. We can make tacos, burritos, salads, whatever we want. And I'm also gonna share with you a quick little leftover Chipotle salad that I made. It was quite delicious. So I'm going to be using some chicken. I'm using some chicken breast that I cut up into bite-sized pieces. Now you can use chicken thighs. I'm pretty sure Chipotle uses chicken thighs, but I'm just going to use chicken breast. I added in some garlic. I added in some onion, some oregano. You got to add in a little bit of oil, a chipotle pepper, a little bit of adobo sauce. I'll have everything on the screen that you need for the marinade. You're going to pop that in your food processor and make a paste, and then you're going to mix it with your chicken. Now, if you can let your chicken marinate in the refrigerator for up to 24 hours, it's going to be so flavorful, you guys. So just cover it up and let it sit in the fridge. Now, if you can't let it marinate for 24 hours, at least give it a couple of hours. Now, while our chicken is chilling out in the fridge, we're going to go ahead and make my all-time favorite from Chipotle, which is the salad dressing, you guys. I absolutely love their salad dressing. Even if I don't get a salad, I get the salad dressing, and they act stingy with that damn salad dressing. So I'm just gonna make it at home, okay? And it tastes even better. So in my food processor, I added in some red wine vinegar, a little bit of honey, some veggie oil, some oregano, salt and pepper, a couple of chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, and some garlic. And we're gonna let that go for a couple of minutes. You really wanna break down that garlic. You don't want really big chunks of garlic, so let that garlic break down. Let it go for a couple of minutes. You can store this in an airtight container in your refrigerator. This is something, the longer it sits in your refrigerator, the better it tastes. So if you can make it a couple of days before, I would highly suggest that. But it is so good, you guys. So the next thing we're going to do, we're just going to get to chopping. We have a lot of chopping and dicing and slicing to do. Some onions, some jalapenos, some lettuce. I'm going to chop up the lettuce for the salad. I'm going to chop up the tomatoes, the jalapenos for the corn salsa, and the guacamole. So just enjoy a little bit of this chop. You know what? While I chop, let me tell you what I order from Chipotle. Now, whenever I go to Chipotle, I get a veggie burrito. I get regular flour tortilla. I get white rice. I get pinto beans. I get cheese, corn salsa, and I think that's it. That is it. That's all I get in my burrito. And then on the side, I get a guacamole on the side. I get a salsa, the hot salsa on the side. And I also get my sour cream on the side. I get those three things for my chips, which I get about 3 or 4 bags of chips just for myself. So I be going for the chips and the salsa, and the burrito is kind of just something that I pick at. Once in a while, I'll get a salad from Chipotle. I do like their crunchy tacos sometimes, but usually it's basically a rice burrito with some corn salsa and cheese in it and a little bit of beans. So, what is your favorite order? What do you order when you go to Chipotle? Let me know in the comments. So guys, we're going to go ahead and throw our Pico de Gallo together. And for that, you're going to need some diced tomato, some jalapeno, onion, cilantro. You're going to add in some fresh lime juice and some salt. Pico de Gallo is super easy to make. You just want to mix that together. Now here, I'm not adding a bunch of onion. And that's because this Pico de Gallo is for Babe, because you guys know I don't like tomatoes like that, and Babe doesn't like onion, so I had to add a little bit in there for the flavor and for video purposes, okay? Because you can't have Pico de Gallo without any onion. He doesn't like onion or jalapeno, so he had to compromise with me. So if you want to add more onion and more jalapeno, please do so, but this is how we like it. So next, we're going to go ahead and throw together our guacamole. And for that, I mashed 2 large avocados up. I added in some diced onion, red onion, some diced jalapeno, some cilantro, some lime juice, some salt, basically the same ingredients. And we're gonna go ahead and mix this together, and we're gonna let it chill out in the fridge. This tastes just like Chipotle's guacamole. So next, we're going to go ahead and make our corn salsa. I took a few ears of corn on the cob and I roasted them on a sheet pan in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. You want to flip them a couple of times within your while they're cooking, because you want to get that nice color on them. So I went ahead and I removed the corn from the cob. I added it to a big bowl, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in some red onion. I'm going to add in some jalapeno. I'm going to add in some cilantro. I'm going to add in some lime juice and salt, basically the same ingredients, you guys. And then the only extra thing I'm going to add in here is I took a poblano pepper and I roasted it underneath the broiler. I rubbed it down with a little bit of vegetable oil and I popped it in the broiler until it got nice and charred on both sides. I removed the skin and then I diced it up and I added it into my corn salsa. You are talking about good, you guys. I knew there was another pepper in the corn salsa besides jalapeno, but I couldn't figure it out. But I found a recipe that said it was poblano, roasted poblano, and it is so good. I think the roasted corn salsa is probably like my second favorite underneath the salad dressing at Chipotle and then the chips. I like all of their sides. I really don't like any of their meats. So we're going to let that chill out in the fridge while we work on our rice. Now, to make our lime cilantro rice, we're going to be using some basmati rice. And we're going to lightly toast our basmati rice and a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some chicken broth. Now, in this video, I didn't add chicken broth. I must have ran out. But if you add chicken broth, it'll add more flavor. And then you're going to go ahead and throw in a bay leaf and some salt. And you're going to let it come to a boil. Once it reaches a boil, you're going to cut it down, pop a lid on it, let it cook for about 20 minutes. Once it's nice and tender, you're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes with the lid off. Fluff it up with a fork, add in your cilantro, add in your lime juice, and you have your cilantro lime rice. So next we're going to go ahead and make my third favorite, the lime salty chips from Chipotle. And to do that, guys, we're just going to make it really easy. We're going to go ahead and take a few corn tortillas. We're going to cut them up into some triangles. We're going to fry them until they're golden brown and crispy. And then we're going to take a lime. We're going to squeeze on a little bit of lime juice. You don't want to add too much at a time because your chips will get soggy. So just kind of sprinkle on a little lime juice, then sprinkle on some salt, shake it up. Keep layering on that lime juice, keep layering on that salt until you reach your liminess you want and your saltiness you want. I like mine's pretty limey and salty. So the last thing there is to do is to cook our chicken. I just added a little bit of oil to a skillet and I cooked my chicken till it was done. It only cooked for a few minutes because we were using chicken breast and that doesn't take too long to cook. But yeah, you guys, basically that's it. This is our Chipotle spread. I opened a can of black beans and warmed them up. You can use pinto. Here I have some Monterey Jack cheese and some cheddar cheese mixed. That delicious fresh corn salsa. And that salad dressing that I can just drink. I even like to dip my chips in my salad dressing, you guys, like salsa. I know. And then I added some sour cream. But yeah, guys, this is our at-home Chipotle bar. Now you can make tacos with it, you can make burritos with it, you can make a salad with it, which I made a salad with it. And for some reason, I don't have that clip of the salad I made. But yeah, now this was the next day. I used the leftovers and I made a nice salmon kale salad. I just massaged some kale down until it was nice and soft, and then I used all the leftover sides, and then I seared a piece of salmon, threw it on there, threw on some cotija cheese, and then the salad dressing, and it was quite delicious.